performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Lion, my time, yeah, I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go now. Bronco switch.
Hurts throwing right away. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Searching 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, This is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The slot man in motion right. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown, Eagles! Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who's going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But first down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up. But once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his man, and the ball is knocked out. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hurts. Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 35 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches wanted to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 4. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. In motion left goes a tight end. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
They've been able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got some space here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 13. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Another run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside the pocket, and that results in a sack. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Come on. Hey.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. They find some open field here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. Finding room at midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Steps away.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw again. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got Smith here.
He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.